after police say a woman slapped a teenage girl for wearing Trump and ICE gear on the boardwalk. The suspect is a Canadian national who overstayed her visa by nearly a year and is now in ICE custody at Newark's Delaney Hall. Police say that 33-year-old Caitlin Tracy recorded herself striking the teenager twice with an open hand during a confrontation on the Point Pleasant Beach boardwalk, all because of her patriotic colored sweatpants with political wording. Tracy was arrested and charged with simple assault, neglect of a child, compounding crime, and harassing communication. DHS says that she entered the U.S. in 2024 under the Biden administration. No shock there. And has since overstayed it. She has been transferred into ICE custody while immigration proceedings move forward. Rosanna, I was struck by a video from someone purporting to be her husband. Fox News Digital reported on it, but it was not independently verified, who was tearful, saying, "I need help. I don't know what to do. I need an immigration lawyer." I mean, maybe you don't record yourself committing a crime.
Well, obviously she felt empowered to do something like that. I don't understand it. Whether you support President Trump or you don't go and attack somebody because of the political messaging that they have on their clothing. I'll never forget when my son was in college, the first time around President Trump was running for president of the United States. He wore a MAGA hat into his first day of college classes, and the professor told him, "Go back out, take the hat off, and come back in again." And he did, because it was the first day of classes. He was like, okay. He came home, though. He was incensed. But there are certain people who feel empowered that they can tell you what to wear. This is a grown adult hitting a child over political messaging. What did they not learn, that you keep your hands to yourself when you're a child, and now as an adult you think that it's okay to do that?
Yeah, Kaylee, there is some irony. She's at Delaney Hall. I mean, maybe the Democrats will go visit her.
Well, this is the thing. It's actually the system working as it's supposed to. This woman was arrested for assault by local law enforcement, who then realized that she had overstayed her visa and was in the country illegally. So they contacted federal immigration authorities, who are now processing her to deport her. If this had happened in New York City, if she had slapped a teenager up here, guess what? She would be back on the streets to assault another child, because here, Zohran Mamdani and the other local Democrats and local state officials, for that matter, refuse to cooperate with federal immigration authorities on this issue. And they do the same for legal residents and for citizens as well. If you commit a crime in the city, you can basically be guaranteed to be back out on the street as long as you're a part of their ideal niche activist groups. So I'm glad to see that, at least in this case, New Jersey officials did the right thing and are processing her for deportation.
Laura, the degree of hubris it takes to know you're in the country illegally, attack children, and film yourself, I mean, that really is a special level.
It's another level. But I think, kind of to Rosanna's point, you know, it kind of feels like we've allowed this behavior, that this has been championed behavior by a lot of folks on the left, unfortunately. I would say I hope she's deported back to Canada. But before she's deported, I hope she spends time locked up somewhere, really thinking about what she did here, because it feels like the left can do things like riot, burn down police precincts, attack and, you know, threaten law enforcement. And yet, whenever a kid is wearing patriotic pants, that is a problem for these people. It is totally outrageous. Now, I don't know, maybe the Canadians don't even want her back at this point. I don't know if they want to take her.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And Marcus, I mean, I just think you're out enjoying the 4th of July, and you just want to, you trigger and you target a child?
I think the issue is bigger than this. I think that politics have now become certain people's religions. And opposed to being rooted in your faith and loving God and loving other people, and if they're wearing a Tampa Bay Buccaneers shirt while they're in Miami, it shouldn't matter. If they were wearing a Biden shirt, I wouldn't care. We need to learn how to respect each other again, respect opinions. We can disagree about things. But when religion leaves the room and politics and ideologies are replaced, that, for me, is where the problem is.
That's such a great point, Kaylee. And some of those on the left, they make that their identity. For me, I see a Biden, I see something, whatever, Kamala Harris, I just go about my day. I'm like, oh, that person thinks
we
different.
judge you and we think you're probably crazy. But we don't attack you like that.
Totally.
Well, yeah, it will surprise no one to know that leftists did set up a GoFundMe for this woman, which has since been taken down. But in the man who is reportedly her husband, I think we should deport him too, to be honest, because he is also online. He's posted multiple videos calling for political violence against people he disagrees with, including in one video which I watched, which he said he was praying that, quote, the entire Trump family gets cancer, and I mean everybody, including the little kids. He also posted a video celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. So, Lara, I mean, this is the reality of the left at this point, especially for your family.
It is. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. But this is, I think, Marcus, you hit the nail on the head. Whenever religion leaves the picture, which we know there's been, it feels like a concerted effort to get religion out of our country, we need to bring it back, because this is what happens. You have people saying that they wish cancer on it. I don't wish cancer on anybody. But yeah, let's deport them all.
And he said he was praying.
Isn't that interesting?
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.